Race committee. The wind sampling is now complete and this race is live.
We have a race. The first reserve day at the end of the Louis Vuitton Cup Round Robin Series. Coming in on port will be Orient Express Racing. Coming in on starboard will be INEOS Britannia. 2 minutes and 10 for port, 2 minutes for starboard. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit giddy.
S'il y va par le drive, on le gaz.
15 secondes. Copie. Ouais, je peux entrer. Allez, stand by hard.
Dernier late. C'est pas mal, ça peut l'amener vraiment proche de nous.
D'accord.
Orient Express Racing pretty much on target. You see the green light go up on the bar. They're good to go. INEOS Britannia, what's their time on distance like? They got the green light as well. So we are on.
French having to just keep clear of the British here. I think the British deciding that they weren't close enough to enforce a foul. Both boats, as we know, having to stay on the foils in this light out.
Still very light at the bottom part of this track. There's only 7 knots, more up at the top. So still very much in the danger zone of touching down.
Look at the heart rates here. And the wattage, and in the pre-start, this is where the cyclists have to work super hard and keep the boats on the foils here. Big gear changes with the sails in this light.
Back underneath them. We'll be running for the pin. 30 for the pin at the moment. A lot to kill. You go past here, right? Okay, yeah.
Both boats on their J1s and big mainsails, so opting for max power in this light air.
INEOS Britannia attacking round to follow them.
A lot of time to kill here for the French, so the British needing to stay on the foils. The wattage being put out there by the French team. A lot of movement here of the sails needed to keep the boat on the foils, so
France very early.
On a du baby 60 mètres dans notre faveur. Allez, ça part de là. It should be a gradual.
What you say?
Like a round. What you say? Here we go. Here we go.
We have got a race started, race 28 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. Today, how much fight have the French got? How much defence have Britannia got?
A lovely clean start, but a lot of gauge for the British team.
the British well over speed there, coming in with a big run-up, so they've converted that extra speed into height and forward, so slight advantage to the British at the moment, and we'll be looking to make the French's life difficult out of this next manoeuvre. Nice tack on Orient Express Racing, and they will remain air forward there, although a slight advantage to the British.
Nice, that's good. Happy a couple of wind whistles. Let me know when you want the MJ. From now, another slope. Yeah. Okay, forward, but it's good. Still no more.
Je pense qu'il est... le capteur est mort.
Ok.
Oui, gas activity. Continue.
Orient Express in the dirt from INEOS Britannia, trying to go fast, limit the damage.
Kevin Pepinay on the wheel on the port side of the yacht at the moment. As we have a look at the British boat, Dylan Fletcher on the wheel for the British.
Ça va être compliqué, les gars.
Let's go to chase zero with Peter Lester. Tight start. British look strong.
The advantage to INEOS off the line. They came in with more pace and managed to just convert that to windward gauge immediately after the start. And INEOS are just carrying on from their big improvement through the Louis Vuitton Cup round robin stage. For Orient, they just have to get into their work now. You can see they're nudging into a bit more pressure as they come across the left-hand boundary.
The pressure is strong on the left-hand side of the top. INEOS Britannia protecting that, staying to the left of the French.
Breeze just showing that it's slowly increasing across the race course at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's good pressure out that side. Yeah. Thank you, final turn. Okay, we've got 10 to lay line. Okay, stand right here. Yep. 2, 1, forward down. 3, 2, 1, mate. Turning, okay, mine. 2, 1, going forward. Happy left hand. Either way, 15 away. Happy to women. Nice there, speed coming.
We are almost at the top gate for the first time in this 6-leg race. Race 28 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. And the lead currently being held by the official challenger of record, INEOS Britannia. The French, we know, do not go away. We're in this position, but they're going to have to do a lot more if they want to survive another day. That's how big today is.
Nice. 20.
And they will attempt to take the opposite mark at the top.
They keep the boat rumbling here for Orient Express Racing. Every manoeuvre costing a little bit of distance and time, so we'll lock the boat in here and sail fast to keep putting pressure on the English. Still quite a few puffs and lulls there, Shirley, across the course, so these only early days of filling in, so both teams having to watch out carefully for big holes on the course and making sure they manoeuvre in pressure.
And let's go on to chase zero. Pete, they're heading towards that sort of that middle part of the course. What are you thinking about what Orient Express needs to do?
Well, they just need to complete their manoeuvres. For me, looking down the course now, the right-hand side, as this sea breeze builds, it builds from the seaside. Later in the day, it will go back in favour coming up over the city side, over on the right. But INEOS have extended here. They went round, they got into that pressure breeze and they've jumped out, and looks like they've increased their lead by probably as much as 8 openings.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the course axis to 180.
Continue, on dirait qu'il va en one and in. C'est pas possible ici, match, désolé. Il y va maintenant. Je pense qu'il faut y aller par là. Attends le one and in, two and in, pardon.
In a massive game for INEOS Britannia. In more pressure, better VMG.
Sailed a nice downwind there, Shirley, and breeze slowly building there, and some heart rates there. Neil Hunter, Matt Rossiter, the port side, Matt Guttrell, Ben Cornish on the starboard side, working hard to keep providing the sail trimmers the oil they require to trim accurately.
Options of this fluid. 10 to lay line. Okay, 10 seconds on the box, but pretty flaky, isn't it? Looks like coming into light stuff. Yeah.
It's so good to hear the comms between Ben Ainsley and Dylan Fletcher. And as we've watched this series progress, it's more and more confident. We can hear the trust between them growing with every outing.
Kate is slightly biased left. Mate into a lull, I think, at the mark. Yeah, lift is slightly right, isn't it?
INEOS Britannia coming into the bottom of the mark for the first time. And they have put on a huge showing on this first downward leg.
Okay, main lads.
And that gap is quite significant now with 2 to go. But I'm sure the conversation, Glenn Ashby, we saw them very good in stronger weather. Now they're showing in lighter air. They are just as quick.
INEOS Britannia sailing a really, really clinical, clean race. Some lovely manoeuvres there. Nice round up straight into attack there. So using that extra speed from the downwind to help them spin the boat round and stay on the foils. And French working hard now to try and stay in touch and keep a little pressure on.
Sûrement être gêné vu comment on est axé par rapport à lui.
INEOS Britannia coming in to complete leg number 2. And if you look at the bottom left of your screen, you'll see what we call the delta, the gap they are trailing. It's a 47-second gap as INEOS Britannia quite simply rips upwind on leg 3.
Ah oui, le 2. Tandem.
Top de bateau. Grisé dans le 3.
Ouais, sur du droit.
Allez, on continue, c'est long les gros. Prochain risé, il est un peu plus devant.
Let's go on the chase boat of INEOS Britannia. Rob Wilson joins us right now. Rob, we've just been talking about how this boat goes in different conditions. The other day she was ripping in strong conditions. Not so strong today, but man, you have felt that go fast button.
Yeah, like I think that's testimony for, like, you know, the whole team on the performance side and the shore side. You know, they've been all working really hard just to eke out every bit of performance. So you know, it's all those little bits that do add up. So yeah, pleased how she's going.
Honestly, how much more have you got in the tank when you get to the pointy end of this competition?
Like, you know, hopefully it's not over yet in terms of pushing forward, but you know, all the teams are of the same mindset, so yeah, just keep pushing.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
8, turning. 5, 2, 1, going forward.
Happy for flat, do you want here?
Windward, yeah, forward, pretty light here, yeah.
Windward is good.
Little righty bend might come left as we get over this side. Okay, good pressure in 5 here. 190
Still these manoeuvres very, very important to pull off.
Okay, nice pressure here.
To make sure your bottom speed is 2 or 3 knots above the 20 knot sort of cut-off limit. Anything less than 20 knots of boat speed as well. The bottom speed is marginal to keep the boat on the foils. So for the viewers, they're the bottom speed numbers you're needing to look at to stay above.
5 right here, 190.
Je pense qu'il faut y aller par là.
Let's head out into the water with Peter Lester. Peter, can you see anywhere on the course where Orient Express Racing might be able to get up?
I don't see too many passing lanes with the pattern of wind, what the wind's doing. There's a bit of breeze at the top of the course, and that means the leading boat will probably extend between now and going around the mark and then punching on the downwind leg. We are starting to hear the trend of the direction going back to the right, but the pressure is in the left, so we're still in that building sea breeze phase.
INEOS Britannia are about to complete the halfway stage of race 28 in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series here in Barcelona after a horrible day weather-wise yesterday, which saw all racing cancelled. Barcelona has turned on a gem of a day today.
Very, very light breeze here as we watch INEOS Britannia come up. You can see the bow down. This is going to be a marginal manoeuvre for the British here, and they have to pull it off to get through the gate, so stand by.
5, forward down. 3, 2, 1, mate. Turning, 5. Kick down if you can. Cut 1, going board. Okay, 21s. Carry on. Okay, quite light.
They're right on the edge here, the British. Can they dig it out?
Okay, speed starting to come. Our trap here. My trap.
INEOS Britannia would appear to have pulled off a very tight manoeuvre in light wind. You can see above them. They get around. They've completed the halfway stage of race 28. British fans just slowly holding their breath, and away goes Britannia.
Yeah, we've got to keep going.
Really marginal manoeuvre there, executed really well there by the British.
Pressure looks
A lot
okay
of
this
pressure
side
now
at
on the French to execute their final manoeuvre to the top as well. It's definitely not over though. We have seen boats coming off the foils previously, and we see how quickly
10 seconds.
the lead can be gobbled up.
Here, 2, 1, 4 down. 1, 8. We like it. I will. Big one. Power up. Main board. Stay with it.
French going way past the boundary there to keep the boat on the foils. Big rebuild here, powering up the sails on Orient Express Racing. Very light at the top end of the course here, so still a lot of racing to go here. French now having to go up. They'll actually carry on straight and they will take the right turn, the left mark looking at the screen.
Orient Express Racing, excruciating to watch, but they have kept the boats up and they will complete 50% of the course. And take a look where the opposition is. Still many stories to be told in the next 3 legs.
Orient Express is at a wind speed of 6 knots. Britannia 5. Look at INEOS Britannia. It is mowing the lawn back and forward across the course, not really making progress to the bottom gate.
They are right shift coming down.
Just watching the last tack here of Orient Express Racing, and little touchdown there, really marginal conditions, but the flight controllers, they're doing a great job just to pop the boat back up and reduce the wetted surface area of the hull.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the course axis to 185 and shortening the leg to 1.2 nautical miles.
Wow, that wind really has dropped off. That's why we're talking about these boats now using as much of the course as possible to stay up. I tell you what, if you're British or you're a French fan, you go, okay, settle in, because there's butterflies fluttering, and lots of them.
Jibes up from our line. Yeah, got them. Bottom right of the course looks okay for, as in, we go left, we go one and in left, it looks okay. Good pressure here.
Calm heads on INEOS Britannia.
Little building 5.
Really important in these conditions to look a long way down the course and a long way out to the sides of what the breeze is actually doing. So you see Dylan Fletcher there jumping up out of his seat, having a look around. Really important to get that elevated view if you can, to look at what you're likely to sailing to in the future.
Anytime. Okay, stand by.
Of course, they're going so fast that they're sailing into breeze. It's not coming from behind. Looking ahead.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1.1 nautical miles.
Britannia having a moment.
Calling left-hand gate bias. Yeah, so yeah, with that, at the moment we're in big right here. I'm not sure it's gonna be that far right when we get there. Yep. Keep a little bit in the bag here. You're happy with the pressure on this right-hand side looking upwind, and we just go straight, eh? Yeah, what do you think, Lee?
I haven't been looking back, but yeah, it's breeze. It's a little light this
INEOS
corner.
Britannia about to complete the 4th leg of 6 in this do or die day for Orient Express Racing. They've been very strong today, INEOS Britannia. Sailed this mighty boat beautifully.
2. I can hit it. 5. Forward down.
3, 2, 1. Made.
Turning. 9. 2. 1. Going forward. Hang up. It's the main heel here.
One more manoeuvre for the French team here to get through the gate. So INEOS Britannia just staying above the minimum foiling speed there on that last tack. So the French needing to pull off a nice clean jibe here and get through the gate and keep the race as close as possible.
Orient Express Racing.
Great job
Into that
Orient Express
bottom
Racing.
gate. Glenn's happy, so will the team. They're still up on the falls and winds that are lightning in a shortened course because of that. Oh, that's close. That's close. And away they go again.
Right on the edge here of keeping the boat on the foils here, both teams. So
Let's go on the chase boat for Orient Express Racing coach Thierry, who joins us right now. Probably another awkward moment to join you, but there's still a lot of racing to go. How are you feeling at the moment?
But we are not in a good position, but we still have one up and down. It's very patchy, and one mistake and you are falling out of the foil. So we have just need to keep pushing to have a smaller gap and to be able to jump if there is doing a mistake, but there is not so much to do right now.
Thierry's been a huge 24 hours. How proud are you of this whole team getting, as you say, your baby back onto the water?
Yeah, we fight hard to be on the water today, but we need this point, so let's cross finger if something happens before the end.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
On n'a pas encore le bonine, on n'est pas matché, on n'est pas gazé.
with both boats being able to stay on the foils in that manoeuvre, and starboard helmsman there, Quentin Delapierre, taking over from Kevin Pepinay. Jason Saunders on flying duties with Mathieu Van Dam.
Je pense qu'on peut y retourner là dans le sein si tu veux.
Orient Express Racing, just if you are joining us and you haven't been following the story, this could be it for them today. They have to win this race. They need to beat INEOS Britannia to at least stay alive for a potential sail-off with Alinghi Red Bull Racing, and then they'll have to sit and watch what Alinghi Red Bull Racing do. Oh, no, it's not what they were wanting. Got to get back up on those foils. They were making gains on the upward leg until that tack.
Just back on the foils there, Orient Express Racing. Really, one of their only options from here is a mistake by INEOS Britannia.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, shortening the leg to 1 nautical mile.
Wow, how about that? INEOS Britannia about to complete leg number 5. And they're about to consign, are they about to consign Orient Express Racing to packing up and heading home and saying au revoir to the America's Cup in 2024.
All the way. Diving 2. Right up. 1. Right down. 3, 2, 1. Main. Landing. All the way.
Plutôt à l'envers sur le début du portant.
Voilà, on va choquer le gaz, Jazz. Allez. Bien. Dernier portant. Nice.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Regarde un petit peu de loin. Au milieu, c'est vraiment des mots. C'est vraiment mot, faudra choisir un côté.
Orient Express Racing will now complete the 5th leg of 6 in race 28 of the Louis Vuitton Challenger Selection Series. Is this the last time for good that they round the top gate in Barcelona?
Really nice rounding there by Orient Express Racing, sailing the boat well.
And we're just on the back edge of the pressure here.
Okay.
Still a few big wobbly patches of breeze down the course, so the British having to execute their next manoeuvre really well, otherwise the French will be right there.
Massive credit to the French shore team that the boat is performing so well in these conditions. They did a nosedive. They went from doing 29 knots to 1.
It looks pretty much that INEOS Britannia have done a job on the French today in race 28. The most impressive thing we have seen is that the official challenger of record in the last 3 or 4 days have found how to handle Britannia, and in different conditions. We talked about them flourishing in heavy conditions. They've done super well today in much, much lighter conditions. And yes, the fleet will be taking a close look, going, okie dokie.
Super impressive.
Game on, and as they cross the finish line, they are now level with Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli on 6 wins, which puts all the pressure back on the Italians for the next race. But there they go. INEOS Britannia, it's win number 6, and the game is on again.
Nice work. Yes, lads.
So a beautiful race there. INEOS Britannia, really clean execution of their manoeuvres in really, really light air. So a great effort.
Thanks, boys. Settle off the course here.
Surely, as we wait for Orient Express Race to come back, that's another impressive day for INEOS Britannia.
Yeah, they weren't really pushed. I mean, they had a great start, but they're really getting more and more clinical and cleaner, and the weaknesses that we saw early on in the series have gone.
And here come Orient Express Racing. We've said it before, their development profile was vertical, but it is not to be. And Orient Express Racing will depart Barcelona, and they will be at the bottom of the table, which means Alinghi Red Bull Racing survive and complete the 4. But they must be applauded for the effort, the passion, the joie de vivre they have shown. But all we can say is thank you, Orient Express Racing.
Yep, allez les bleus. Well done to Orient Express Racing for a brilliantly executed effort with very, very minimal time against some super teams, and they should hold their heads extremely high.
Confirmation of race 28 in the round robin, last day of the Louis Vuitton Cup round robin series. A win to INEOS Britannia by 1 minute and 11 seconds.